from Captain Morgan to worship turkeys. Here are 10 crazy historical facts you wouldn't believe. Number 10. Napoleon was once attacked by a horde of bunnies. Once upon a time, the famous conqueror Napoleon Bonaparte was attacked by— yeah, you heard it right, bunnies. The emperor had requested that a rabbit hunt be arranged for himself and his men. His chief of staff set it up and had men round up reportedly 3,000 rabbits for the occasion. When the rabbits were released from their cages, the hunt was ready to go. At least that was the plan. But the bunnies charged toward Bonaparte and his men in a viscous and unstoppable onslaught. And we thought that Waterloo was the conqueror's greatest defeat. Number 9. Ketchup was sold in the 1830s as medicine. Forget ibuprofen. In the 1830s, when it came to popular medicine, ketchup was all the rage. In 1834, it was sold as a cure for indigestion by an Ohio physician named John Cook. It wasn't popularized as a condiment until the late 19th century. The more you know. Number 8. President Abraham Lincoln is in the Wrestling Hall of Fame. Before the 16th president took office, Abraham Lincoln was declared a wrestling champion. The 6 feet 4 inches president had only one loss among his around 300 contests. He earned a reputation for this in New Salem, Illinois, as an elite fighter. Eventually, he earned his county's wrestling championship. Number 7. Abraham Lincoln was also a licensed bartender. Besides being a wrestling champ, Lincoln was also a licensed bartender. In 1833, the 16th president opened up a bar called Berry and Lincoln with his friend William F. Berry in New Salem, Illinois. The shop was eventually closed when Berry, an alcoholic, consumed most of the shop's supply. Number 6. Columbus didn't actually discover America. No, this European explorer did not discover America. In fact, it was the Norse explorer Leif Erikson who landed on American shores during the 10th century. Erikson didn't claim America but could be considered the first European to discover America. Number 5. Captain Morgan actually existed. Yes, face of the well-loved rum brand was a totally real guy. He was a Welsh privateer who fought alongside the English against the Spanish in the Caribbean in the 1660s and 1670s. His first name was Henry and was knighted by King Charles II of England. His exact birth date is unknown, but it was sometime around 1635. He died in Jamaica in 1688, apparently very rich. Number 4. Turkeys were once worshipped like gods. While the turkey is currently America's favorite part of the Thanksgiving meal. In 300 BC, these big birds were heralded by the Mayan people as vessels of the gods and were honored as such, so much so that they were domesticated to have roles and religious rites. They were symbols of power and prestige and can be found everywhere in Maya iconography and archaeology. Number 3. Pope Gregory IV declared a war on cats. Pope Gregory IV declared war on cats in the 13th century. He said that black cats were instruments of Satan. Because of this belief, he ordered the extermination of these felines throughout Europe. However, this plan backfired, as it resulted in an increase in the population of plague-carrying rats. Number 2. Mary actually had a little lamb. Everyone knows the nursery rhyme Mary Had a Little Lamb, but you probably didn't know this was based on true story. Her name was Mary Sawyer. She was an 11-year-old girl and lived in Boston and one day was followed to school by her pet lamb. In the late 1860s, she helped raise money for an old church by selling wool from the lamb. Number 1. Richard Nixon was a great musician. The 37th President of the United States, and the only president to resign from office, actually was an extremely talented musician. He played 5 instruments in total: piano, saxophone, clarinet, accordion, and violin. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and I see you next time.